Hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Juliet
Hello.
Hammond's show, Inspiring Time with Juliet. This is another episode. If you're joining us for the first time, we welcome you. If you continue, if you're always supporting us, we just want to say thank you as well. Today, we're going to be talking about a very important topic.
Yeah.
Community. Are we serving our community? We're going to be talking about community perspectives, things that are happening in the community, and also we'll be looking at a personal perspective from one of our guests as well. My guest today is Ada Linda Ijeozor. This lady, I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. She is coordinated, articulated, talented woman of God that serve her
Oh,
community day and night. She inspires many. This lady has completed her nursing degree. She is an endoscopy nurse. Not only that, she's supporting community. She's supporting young people in her community. She inspires them to take advantage of opportunities that are around them and give them sense of hope and well-being. She's been doing a lot. This lady, she's a mother, she's a wife, and today we're going to be hearing from her and what she has been doing. Lady Linda Ada Ijeozor, you're welcome to Inspiring Time with Juliet. God
thank you
bless
so,
you.
so much. Thank you for
You
having
look
me. It's an honor to
absolutely,
be here today.
it's a pleasure to have you. Look, you look absolutely amazing. You look
Oh,
fabulous.
thank you.
I just thank God for your life. I know
Thank
I've kind
you.
of introduced you a little bit, and tell us a little bit about yourself while I share this link on social media. Tell us more about. I know you have so much going on. Honestly, tell us about yourself. Tell us about yourself.
Um, my name is Ada. Very simple. Ada Ijeozor. And let's start with telling you about Great Changes Foundation, how Great Changes Foundation was birthed in the UK in 2015. I started this vision of having a charity in the UK and also from where I came from. And it wasn't an easy journey, but by the grace of God, with the support of most people around the community, we were able to do it. Great Angels Foundation was founded on the basis of supporting children and adults suffering from sickle cell disease, supporting them in the community to become their own individual, to have the strength and the knowledge and the understanding of what is going on with them. We've worked hand in hand with the sickle cell organization. We worked with the thalassemia center. We worked with the blood donation as well. And we've been trying to do a lot, but you know how it is. Sometimes we tend to take a chill pill, maybe because of funding or maybe because of one or two things that we're working on, because we always have a drawing board before we start whatever we're doing. So we're here to support people, not just only children, families, and adults. And it's been a great journey so far, and we thank God
Apart
for it.
from, apart from because we're going to go into the things that you're doing for the community at the moment, tell us what you have done apart from the project you're doing. What you have done so far, because I know you've done so many things.
Yeah, there's so much we've done. Plenty. We'll have the privilege to share some of the pictures that we do, and most times, most of the people that we support doesn't like pictures, and we tend to respect that for them. We'll have an online training that we've done. We've done projects on food parcel, food delivery, food banks. We've done a lot of support, gift food voucher, money voucher for people, and supporting people with transportations. And most of these things would tend to give it like monthly and weekly. And this most of them is not what we take pictures on, but all these are there and we're doing it, and a lot of families are benefiting from it. We have a lot of activities going on from month to month, depending on what we have or what we want to work on. We've done on a girl child, and we've done on awareness on sickle cell. We've done an awareness on blood donation, and we've had someone like Lucy Powell, the member of parliament, supporting our organization, which is a big deal for me. And we've had her to come in and support, and she's talked about our organization in the parliament, which was amazing and massive for us. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and there's some we are doing, and there's a lot on our table that we want to do. So just keep your eye on Great Angels page.
Well, you've all had her, keep an eye on Angels, Great Angels Foundation page. What do you think is community spirit? What do you think that it is? Because, when you define community, you're defining it as people that are coming together with the same kind of goal, perhaps race, perhaps one objective, perhaps there's something that joined them together. We call people they are community. Okay. We say these people are, a community. To
Yeah.
have a community spirit, what does that really mean?
Community spirit, when I think about saying what does a community spirit mean, I feel like it's this little thing like being kind. It's just the little things that you do without receiving penny from anybody. It's as little as being kind to one another. It's as little as being kind to your neighbor. It's as little things as knowing who is around you, and also having the willingness, to participate in the community and in the activities that's been around the community, supporting charities, volunteering to support older people, doing the little things. Like if you have an older person around you, just taking her being out, helping her with the little things. That's what it's called. That's what I feel like it's a community spirit.
Yeah, I mean, you're quite right. The community spirit is being part of the community, isn't it? Making sure that you're concerned about the welfare of the community that you belong to or you are
Yeah,
in. They're not just supporting them physically, but emotionally as well, because there
emotionally.
are so
Yeah,
many things that are happening in the community that you need to be part of.
yeah,
Support physically, monetary wise. Just being there just kind of helps the things to move,
move. Yeah.
as you can. So I'm so happy that you are doing that, Ada. But I just want to know, but I know you are doing a lot, but how can people, if we are doing our parts as immigrants, because most of us are immigrants, we came into
Mhm.
this country at some point, and
Yeah.
within that we have formed communities as well within our spaces. So are we actually doing our parts as immigrants in the community? Do you think is that something that is happening where you are or around the country?
Mm, Um, I wouldn't say we're not. I think we are. I think um, we're trying our best to pull out. Being a migrant in a different land that is not yours, there's just always some barriers to most of the things you can and you cannot do. But I believe that we are doing as much as we can even with the barriers there. I feel like a lot of us are actually working hard to be able to support other people. There's a lot of charities that are growing now. There's a lot of charities around the community that, if one is not helping you, the other will be helping you. And it's most about making research about the charity near you, the support they
Mhm.
can offer you. I feel like we're
Yeah.
trying our best. We might not be as out as much as we want to, but I feel like we're trying. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And how can we encourage other people to be part of war? Because I believe that a lot of people are helping their communities, the migrants. A
Yeah.
lot of migrants, like
Yeah.
us, are helping the community. How can
Mhm.
we also encourage other people to join and to be part of what we do? Because a lot of people are aloof. They just
Mhm.
say, "Oh, we don't want to get involved. He's not part of
Yeah.
us. It's not
We
our
have
thing."
that. We have that challenge as
Yeah,
organization who supports family, especially with sickle cell anemia.
yeah.
In the sense that most of them does not want to be known, want to be seen, does not want to come out because of the
Mm,
challenge that the government are not supporting them enough. But I always tend to tell them, see it on the other side, that
mm,
at least you are getting good treatments. You are being well looked after in the health area, which is far much more important. Then from the getting your help from health perspective, we are now moving down to your food, healthy meals, what you're eating to support your well-being.
yeah.
So I tend to encourage them to see it on the other side and be grateful.
Mm,
I know in as much as they're not getting exactly what they want, but
yeah.
at the same time, if you are able to see it in a bigger picture, you will know that with the situation that you have, you're in the right place and you're getting the right support you need in terms of the health, you
Mm,
know. So, and also, I will also say that how we are going to be able to support people or encourage people is by continue to create awareness, talk to people, and be able to. I know everybody's busy. I know it's a country where people are busy, and the
yeah.
little
A lot of
break you
people
have, you're
very
exhausted, you're tired.
yeah.
But most of the times, what we do is creating a little flyer and share it, and like, hope your day is going well. You
Mm,
can talk to us. If there's anything that worries you. Most of the time, I focused on the people who I feel like they're a bit withdrawn and they don't want to talk to people because of the circumstances and the situation. But at the same time, I feel like talking to them most of the time, they tend to let out.
yeah.
I've had a mother who said, I'm struggling with my children. The last thing I want is somebody giving me a little thing and putting a camera on my face.
Mm,
But I try to speak to her and say,
yeah.
the more camera you allow, the more you get.
Yeah.
Because when we get these fundings, we have to prove that we have done the job. And if we can't prove it, most
Mm,
of the times it affects how we can be able to make an account of what we've done. It's not like my country where I come from, you can do what you like here. So she tends to understand. It's about explaining to them and making them to understand the reasons why. I said, do it with happiness, with
mm,
joy. Don't think about what people will say because you need this.
mm,
So it's about talking to them, it's about making them to understand the reasons why we do what we do
yeah.
and ask for their permission. And also, if anybody is listening to me now, I'm encouraging you today to try to get involved with charities. Try to volunteer, come out to know what they are doing, come out to understand what's happening, come out to know the
Mm,
reason why things are done the way they are done. Because if you
mm,
sit inside the house, you will not know what's going on and
mm,
you will always feel like you are being left out, nobody's talking to you, and this is my fellow black people, and they are just doing these things without calling us. You don't need anybody to speak to you. You walk to them and say, what are you doing? I would like
yeah.
to join. How do I join you? How do I volunteer?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the only way to go around it.
I know, some people, no matter what you do, they're not still not gonna be involved. There are people that they've made up their mind they don't want to support. There are quite a lot of people that are enthusiastic in supporting and being out there and being there to help,
Yeah.
especially those their fellow people, fellow human beings,
Mhm.
and their fellow, not just their fellow human beings, their own community as well. So
Yeah.
there's nothing we can do about those that don't want to join. But
To do
what
any, yeah,
drives
yeah.
you? What is it that drives you? Because you are involved with the Great Angel Foundation. You're involved with sickle cell, and you've got a digital. Is it a digital training that is
Yeah,
going on
we do digital training,
in the
yeah. Yeah.
community right now?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
drives you? What is it that keeps you like going despite the fact that there's so many, I know there are challenges and
There
discouragements,
is. There is.
there are out there.
It's not easy. I won't say it's not easy. It's about delegation. Most of the times people think, okay, like you're saying it now, most of the time people are expecting me to be in the picture or be on the video for them to know that we are doing something. It's about delegation, it's about sharing the job, it's about giving out to the volunteers to do other stuff while you are attending to other stuff. And my main drive or my main goal is to get to people. And we're not only working in the UK, we're working outside the UK. And I'm looking forward to spread as much as I can spread, because that is the goal. At the
Yeah,
end of the day, that is the
yeah,
goal. So I feel like supporting people. I'm a giver. I love to give, and I
mm,
love to see people smile. I love to be able to make someone happy, and that is why I'm in the profession that I am,
mm,
because the happiness, the joy, making people feel okay. I tend to get people in and they are so anxious, they are so nervous, they are not happy, their face is very strong, and they are
mm,
getting into this procedure and they don't even know what they're doing. And they're like, I don't even know. I'm like, oh my God, it's not the end of the world. Can you calm down, please? Come and have some cup of coffee, or do you want some champagne? And you say, oh, I wish there's a champagne. Just trying to make them feel
yeah,
at
just to make them
ease.
feel at home.
I like, is there any champagne in the hospital? I'm like, oh, we have some whiskey as well. Come into the room with me, I will show you. So at that point, this patient is relaxed. No
Yeah,
matter how anxious they are, you have to find a way to think about how best do I do my job. They are
yeah,
quite relaxed. Then I'll be like, oh my God, I wish that is possible. I'm like, oh, me too. I wish we can have that in the evening though. Wait for me when you're done. He's like, are you joking? I'm saying, I'm not joking. Just wait. So sometimes you will need to understand what you can do as a person.
mm,
Are you a people's person?
yeah.
Are you able to work with people? Is this charity work is not a joke, doctor.
It's not a joke. It's
To
not a
work.
joke.
It's
It's
not
not
a
a joke
joke.
at all.
It's not a joke.
It's about dedication, commitment. You have to be
You have
committed.
to. You have
In
to.
good, yeah, in good times and bad
As I'm
times.
talking to you, when we did our end of year, I know it's not this is UK, but I'm just gonna give a little line. We did our end of year party in Nigeria for our children. We have over 50 children. We're going to 100 children now, right? And everybody was happy. I had videos of them singing and talking to me. Out of two children who talked with Mike, sang, they died in January. It's an emotional roller coaster, this job. I could not, I don't know what to do. I said, they were still giving me, they said, you've lost two children because they are my children.
Yeah.
I said, what went wrong? They said one of them got into crisis and they couldn't survive I think they went to the village from the village mosquitoes and all that, and they couldn't
It's
survive it right
that's
there.
sickle cell children. Yeah.
They are very sensitive. And
Exactly.
before I know it, in this same January, we'll have another one. So we'll have total of 3 children that have died. And this has been happening since I opened that organizations, I registered them, I made sure everybody has got their badge, and every little money. As I'm talking to you, they will call you and say, I'm not well. Whether you have money or not, you must send something. I'm feeling sick, I'm in the hospital. And you know they are not lying because they are constantly in pain, especially when they don't have good food to eat. They are not staying in a very conducive environment. It's a very emotional job for me. And I've lured my mother into this, and she's saying, why did you put me into this? These people are, I can't stand. I, these people, children are died. What do we do? And we're
Mm.
going to go for their burial one after the other.
Oh,
Is Yeah, people would think, oh, charity is small. It depending on what you're doing. My own charity is a very emotional one, and you have to be emotional sensitive to understand that this job is not just something you just laugh on or do. You will always need to be sensitive. Your shoes, you always need to think about how do you talk to these families, how do you talk to these children, how best you.
mm.
I went to home Nigeria last year. I know I made 1,000,001 promise that I don't even know how to fulfill up until today. And when they say, oh, mommy, I want phone, I say, don't worry, I'll get you phone. Don't worry. One is crying, oh, mommy, I want that. Oh, don't worry, I'll get you. And then they are inching on people that know me to say, she said she's going to give us this. Where is it?
Mm.
And
Well,
it's
you
not
can only,
easy.
it's not easy. You can only do what you can
We
do at
can't
that.
do,
You can
you
only
know.
do what you can do. But we're
So
striving every day.
the drive there is supporting these people, helping them, and doing as much as I can. You know,
Yeah.
that
What
that's
made
that's
you
it.
go into, what is your interest with sickle cell? How did that all start for you?
Because I have my brother that have sickle cell, and
Sorry,
when
you're
we
breaking up there. You're breaking up.
am
We didn't
I?
hear you.
I
Yeah.
said I have a younger brother. I have a younger brother that have sickle cell.
All right.
So I, with this issue that has been going on and on and on, I decided to bring him into the UK to get some good treatment and be able, because I've lost my sister and I was so scared that I'm going to lose him as well. I was so
Mm.
scared. I said, I don't want to lose another person. It's just I can't stand that my sister, that my direct sister, that I've lost her. And she's so grown already. So on this one, I'm like, you need to come. So when I brought him here, I noticed that there's no much support for children with sickle cell because it was not classified as a disability. So I went everywhere seeking for support, asking for help. There
Yeah.
was no place I could get help as of then. A lot of charities that we
Mm.
have now was not in existence as of then. So I now said, what am I going to do? That was around 2012. What am I going to do? I started talking to people, going. I think that was the first time somebody said to me, go to MP and see what she can say. So I now started running around. There's no help, nothing. They will just say he can't get any disability payment because he's not disabled. And I'm like, this child cannot go to school because of pain. He misses school. He doesn't participate in the society, doesn't participate in the communities as normal individual. He can't do anything. So why am I not getting? So that was where the whole thing came up. I'm like, no, something has to be done.
Mm.
Let's see what we can do. And we
Yeah.
started. I said, okay, I think I have to open a charity. I think there's other moms that will also be able to lend their voice, and let's see what we can do. We're still on it, but I think things have gotten much better since we started because we started talking about it. Then most hospitals does not know what sickle cell is. Most nurses doesn't know what sickle cell is. I nearly lost my brother at one point because they didn't follow the routine of his medication and his treatment and everything. Even most
Wow.
of the times when the ambulance come in, they don't know what to do with him. They don't know.
That's
I'll be telling them, no, you can't give him paracetamol. You have to give him morphine. You have to give him the gas and air. You have to. This is what you need to do. So I have to direct them what to do first because they don't know what the illness is. They don't even understand it.
I think we need more awareness. We do
Yeah,
need
they don't
more awareness.
understand
I
now.
wish we're talking about sickle cell in this show today. I really wish we are. I'm going to invite you back to come back and talk about. Yeah, yeah.
So,
You
that was my drive because they don't know what they are doing. And I
Mhm.
now went to the hospital. I said, listen, the nurses are not, I don't understand what you guys are doing. Can I? So I'm constantly in the hospital telling them, doctor needs to do this. You need to tell the doctor to do that because the nurses got confused. And you can't blame them because the awareness is not there for them. The awareness is not there for them, you
So
know?
you started this foundation, the Great Angels Foundation, and the aim of this foundation is to look after people with sickle cell disease,
Mm.
and they are for both people that are both here in United Kingdom and those that are in Nigeria as well, isn't it? So that's
Yes.
the aim
Yes.
of this foundation. For people, is your testimony is absolutely amazing, and how you started this organization, the reason behind it and everything. I'm sure there are many out there that want to start a foundation. They want to also participate in community and set something up. What is your
Mhm.
advice for them?
Is having an organization is a good thing. You will
Mm,
never regret having an organization. My advice will be, first of all, go on your drawing board. What do you want to do? How exactly do you want to do it? What is the objectives? Are other people already doing what you're doing, or yours is unique? What is your push? What are you going to be pushing? What is that main
mm,
thing you want to be pushing? If you check and make your research, and there's other organizations that are already doing it, it will be a nice
yeah.
thing to follow them up, see what they are doing, and
Mhm.
maybe connect with them and work with them. First of all, go and volunteer with the organization, see how their work is. Most of the organization have offices, most doesn't. But if you connect with most of them, they will be able to talk to you on the phone and say, this is what we do, this is what we do. And it will
Mhm.
help you to make your life a much easier.
Much easier. And
Yeah. So
it's about getting involved out there
yeah,
because
it
like
is
me
always.
and you, we organize events in the community, and
Yeah.
many people do so, and people don't show interest. You take time to
Most
organize all of these things, and they
yeah.
don't turn up.
I
Even
know. I know.
those that require that information, you don't see them there. So it's about, we're encouraging people to get out there in the community, be involved in what people are doing, support them, and also set up something. Do something.
Yeah.
Be an answer to someone, or to be an
Mhm.
answer to a question, or to a problem, or to a challenge. Be an answer,
Mm.
and one by one we'll be able to make so much
When
difference.
I didn't just start. I asked questions before I started. I am sure I met about two people, three people. I spoke to them. I would just be like, "Oh, Dr. Juliet, I want to do this. How do I do it? What is the next step? What's the best step? What mistake shouldn't I make? What should I do?" Because it helps your life. It makes it easier for you. And if you actually, my parents will always say, people that ask questions never miss road. If you ask questions, you will not. Even if you're gonna make 100% mistake, it will be 50%. It will go right path.
Yeah,
So,
that's
is
great.
organization is good.
Is good.
If you
How
are
can
willing to work
people
on it.
support you? How can people support you? Be
Mm.
involved in what you're doing.
Oh, it's plenty ways to support. Plenty ways to support with what we are doing. There's a lot of work to be done. And I know that the struggle of getting the parents or the children out first of all, some winter times we can't really do much activities because these children can't really come out in the cold. So most of the times when I'm seeking for funding, I'm seeking for funding for food parcels, I'm seeking for funding for things I can deliver to the houses, because I know my people, I know the people I'm working with, I know how best to, support them. Do you
Mm.
understand? So that's the way we've done the winter one. Give them something, go to their doorsteps and, give them the people that are okay for us to take pictures. We take people that I know that they're never okay for pictures. We don't disturb them because most people don't feel comfortable with it. And it's fine. So supporting us, we want you to volunteer. We will need we need volunteers, we need fundings, we need any support, even item donations,
Yeah.
good item donations that we can give out, even nappies, pampers, things like that. And if you have interest in supporting outside in the UK as well, it's okay. There's so many things you can give to these children. And I've already had a lot of my friends saying, I'm going to give you. I wrote it on my set. I said, we need phones for these children. So I've got people that said, well, I'm going to give you some phones. I have one, I have two. So it was good to be able to get that. We'll send it to the kids, they will take picture and they will thank the person and they will see that they've received it. Because that's one of the things, with humans, they'll always want to see evidence of what you're doing. If they're supporting you, they want to see that you've utilized the support very well. And when
Mm.
you're coming back, you will be able to get more support.
Mm.
So we
Wow.
need support in all rounds.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All round.
Bet you do. I bet you do. One of the frustrating things about doing a charity work is not having the resources to
Yes.
do what you want to do.
Mhm.
To be able to give your maximum. And your
Give,
optimum.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't do anything without the funding, without the resources, without human support. As well. So anyway, I know that God will touch the heart of many so that they will be able to surround you, support
Um,
you in what you are doing. And I want to continue to encourage you for such a wonderful job you are doing. You are a mother,
you.
mother of two young children. You
Three.
were three, and you know, and
Busy.
that you've been doing your training, good going to uni for your degree, and you're still finding time to support and help out in the community, set up all these community projects. I just want to say admire you and thank you for being Matt Moriah Award winner for 2022. So
Thank
you are one of
you.
this. So that's
More
why we
awards coming in.
coming. Yes, yes, yes. And more support as well. I just want to
Yeah.
appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming to Inspiring Time with Juliet. And I hope to see you again soon so that we can speak more about about the sickle cell, the challenges and the ignorance and how the need to create awareness in the community regarding this very disease that is taking a lot of lives.
Okay.
So, uh, we just want to say thank you so much for coming. And listeners, viewers, thank you so much for joining us, on this episode of Inspiring Time with Juliet. I hope you've taken one or two things home. And also, please join us. Please follow us. Please subscribe. And also share the video. Share it
Share,
out to as
share,
many as
share.
possible. Share and
Yeah.
share and share. And we'll see you again next week. Next week is going to be so exciting. Honestly, I've got a wonderful a program coming up next week, and it's going to
Oh,
be
nice.
another kind of interesting topic. You have no idea. I'm preparing so much, for that one. So anyway, Ada, it is a pleasure to have you here. And good night
Yeah,
and
thank you so much.
bless.
I'll always be happy to come in. If you have any group one that we can share as well, just let me know on time and then I'll make our time for you.
That sounds good. And thank you for your support. God bless you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Mhm.